We started the company in 2003. It took a while just for the idea to really coalesce and to get first funding. We got a small Army SBIR contract in 2007, and that was successfully completed, and we attracted venture capital after that. Since then, we've really been focused on military applications. So today, the U.S. Department of Defense has an immediate need for lighter weight and more efficient combustion engines. Right? They use engines for much of what they do. They're actually the single largest consumer of oil on the planet, and it can take 100 gallons of fuel to deliver 1 gallon to the front line. And that's not just expensive, $400 a gallon at the front line, but it's measured in soldiers' lives because that fuel has to be protected as it moves its way towards the front line. So if they are burning that fuel inefficiently, if they're not using that fuel to its maximum benefit, that's very wasteful. So they have an immediate need for that, and we're working with the Army and with DARPA. We currently have $9 million in government contracts through those two agencies. We have 2 engines under development. One is a 5 horsepower engine, which is being inserted into a 2 kilowatt hybrid electric power supply for the M777 howitzer. That's a program with the Army. And then we have a 40 horsepower engine under development for DARPA. And this is kind of a more general purpose engine. It's really optimized for fuel efficiency. If we're successful in this, we're going to effectively double the fuel efficiency over today's engines, and in a package that's 10 times lighter and smaller. So it's really game-changing for the military. The military is just a starting point for us. An engine is an engine, and we can literally replace engines anywhere that they're used today. So it's a $400 billion market. For us, it's about crafting a strategy to get into the market in an entry point, and then we want to branch out from there. And we are not really a high-volume manufacturing company. Our business model is to develop custom solutions, custom power solutions for customers, and then to license the technology. There are a lot of companies out there that are really great at making engines, at supplying them, working with the military, for example, servicing them. We don't have to reinvent all of that from the beginning. We focus on the technology, so we're really a technology company that's supplying this technology to the manufacturers. The ideal partner for us is one that has an immediate need for our product, somebody that's really looking for a lighter, more efficient, quieter power source, right? So first and foremost, we want to work with somebody that has that need, and what we're looking for is a sponsored program. So an NRE type of investment where the company would pay us to develop a custom power solution for their specific need. We typically will develop the first sets of prototypes, get them tested, and then help to transition that to a manufacturer. So we have 2 engines under development. We have a small 70cc spark-ignited air-cooled engine. This is our more mature product. If you go to our website, you can actually see this engine running in a go-kart as a small vehicle demonstrator. So what's neat about our engines, they can be used for primary propulsion, directly powering the wheels of a vehicle. We can also do things like charging a battery very efficiently. And this is what gets me very excited personally, is the electrification of vehicles. That's a big movement today. Everybody wants to go electric. The big challenge there is batteries. Batteries are big, they're heavy. Consider that you can displace 1,000 pounds of battery with just 20 pounds of fuel, right? That's where we are today. So even if batteries become twice as good as they are today, it's still a huge disparity between what the energy content of fuel and the energy content of your best batteries. What we envision is a hybrid solution. You take a very small, compact, and efficient generator, charge a small battery, and you can actually do that more efficiently than by plugging into the US power grid. You can lower the overall CO2 footprint because that power on the power grid comes from somewhere. Right? Today it's not 100% renewable. We are burning fossil fuels, gas, to generate most of our power in this country. So as long as we're doing that, we actually have a solution that's more efficient than that, would lower the CO2 footprint, and would allow you to reduce the complexity of your electric vehicles, reduce the weight and cost of those vehicles. We have a second engine that's under development for DARPA. This is a slightly larger engine. It's a 750 cc compression ignited engine. This one is air-cooled, and the intent here, working with DARPA, is to really prove the efficiency of our thermodynamic cycle. So do something that's more efficient than anything else out there. For the military, that can be used in UAVs and drones, and also for mobile electric power. On the commercial side, that's the engine that could be directly used to power cars, right? If you in a hybrid electric configuration. So the piston engine has been around for over 150 years. If you look at the development curve of a technology, it's typically an S curve. Where piston engines are today, it's an extremely mature technology. So companies today are investing billions of dollars to make 0.5% of improvement. What we've done is we've started with a brand new thermodynamic cycle, right? We've gone right back to the physics of how the engine operates. We have a new disruptive curve. We don't actually have to get all the way up that development curve to be competitive with what's out there today. We are already demonstrating efficiencies that are better than state-of-the-art engines. But as our technology matures, it's only going to get better as we converge to the theoretical limits that we can.